What do we have for Libra? Two of Pentacles, Capricorn energy at the foundation of the reading, Libra. Libra, right now, you're being called to focus on the things in your life that are most aligned with your highest good. And all the things that aren't showing you any sort of reciprocity or result, whether it be a person, place, thing, behavioral pattern, it's time to start letting these things go. In other words, Libra, it's time to get rid of any excess baggage, because where you're going in 2024, all of your focus needs to be solely on the things that are showing reciprocity or are resulting in some sort of profit, whether it be monetarily or energetically. A lot of you have also been in this energy of juggling these multiple things, and it's causing you to show up in a less capacity than is needed for the things that can actually result in some sort of success. What do we have at the sacral? Wow. Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy at the sacral. Being very honest with yourself about what is going to serve your highest good from here on out and cutting off everything that's not. You need to be fully invested in whatever this is here, whatever you're being called to do. And you have to make sure that the decisions you're making regarding whatever this may be is not influenced by other people. Don't look to other people for validation or for guidance when it comes down to this. This is a decision you need to make with yourself and God. That's it. And if you are questioning which direction to go, you need to meditate on it, pray on it. But there's a very disruptive energy that I'm also picking up, Libra. I've been getting it all day for you guys. There's someone inside your auric field, friends, family members, exes. It's like a nagging gnat that you just can't seem to catch. This person that I'm picking up on is doing everything to stop any more progress forward on your path. My mind's eye right now, I can see this image of a troll sitting behind a computer. That may mean something to you, Libra. But I feel that a lot of you have been dealing with a very disruptive energy, trying to really affect your focus. At the end of the day, what they're trying to do is make sure that you don't make a decision that's going to benefit you any further. For some of you, this is an incredibly toxic sibling who's very, very jealous of you. It's like this person's your polar opposite. What do we have at the solar plexus? Ace of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy again at the solar plexus. Victory. Yeah, it's like I just heard you're on the last lap right before you're about to make this really important decision in your life, Libra. And I feel that this decision is going to really set the tone for 2024. I just heard for some of you this could be related to a move as well. For others, it's a job, a project. For some of you, a relationship. But whatever this is, it's connected to some sort of destiny-like energy. It's like you step into a certain kind of power once you make this decision. It's time to really start protecting what's serving you, Libra. And everything else, it's got to go. For a lot of you, this is going to be people. This is going to be a painful process, but it's absolutely necessary. It's situations like these that really teach you how to put yourself first. And some people can misconstrue putting yourself first as a selfish act, but not when you're being forced to do it, because the people that are forcing you to do this are people that don't respect your time and boundaries. So you have to essentially put up a layer of protection. You know, people who really love you and care about you and want the absolute best for you would just never treat you this way, would never expect you to sacrifice your own well-being, your own purpose, your own destiny in order to make them happy. I bet that there's not a single person out there listening to this reading right now that hasn't done this at one point in time. And I bet for a lot of you, it's always been people closest to you. Family members. You know, just because they're family, Libra, doesn't mean that they're going to be as awoken as you are. In fact, most, if not all of you, were birthed into families that were completely asleep and still are. You've had to go through the challenges of having to wake up without any sort of support other than what you get from the divine and God. But it's always supposed to happen like this, Libra, because this is when you nurture a real connection with Source. It's during those times when you feel alone, like you have no one to turn to. It's just you and God. But it's during these moments that you really start to find what true love really is. It's during that relationship that you nurture with God that you really start to find yourself. You start to carve out some sort of meaning to your life. It's when you remove all the noise. A kind of hermit mode is what I'm picking up here. Quite often people will come out of these sorts of spaces with a completely renewed sense of self, practically unrecognizable, and quickly step to the top of their game. You know, I always tell people, if you're feeling stuck in life, disconnect, cut off, do it for 6 months. See how much your life develops. And then if you feel the need, start adding some people back that you had to cut off during that period of isolation. Single greatest thing you can do for yourself, Libra. Give yourself the time and space to really think and develop this relationship with Source. Calibrate. You never know how distracting and how disruptive our waking lives and energetic environments are until you do this. Most people that go into this space, they don't want to leave it because of the tremendous peace that you begin to find, not only within yourself, but just life in general. So much perspective, peace, and clarity comes from the silence, Libra. What do we have at the heart, please? Wow, Empress. Libra, Taurus, Venusian energy at the heart. And even though what I was describing is a hermit mode kind of energy, the Empress always gives me that same kind of vibe because it seems like someone who's out in the middle of nature, right? Becoming the best version of themselves without any sort of influence around them. The Empress is the most beautiful card in the tarot, male or female, genders don't matter here. And like I said, you come out of this time of isolation, so to speak, and you step to the top of your game, whatever that may be for you. But you're also in this energy where you're unrecognizable to others, glowing, more beautiful or more handsome than you've ever been. Something's different. You're more grounded and connected. You found some sort of sense of meaning. You have a sense of direction. A lot of people think they're on their correct path until they do what I just said here and realize that no, they're not on the correct path because a lot of what they're doing has been influenced by external forces. When it comes to big decisions in your life, Libra, this is an answer that you need to find from within. It's far too dangerous to rely on any outside entities or forces to tell you how to move. You never quite know what people really think about you. And the last thing you want to do is realize what they think about you before it's too late, after you've listened to their advice, traveled down the wrong path for an extended period of time. I made this mistake many times in my life, till I finally got to a point where so many years had passed me by, and I just found myself in a space where I dug myself further and further into a hole, and I couldn't quite figure out why. And then I realized I had to nurture this connection with God and the divine and just start taking all my questions there. And lo and behold, once I did this and shut out the outside noise, I started to see movement and growth in my life. So I started to look back, started to pinpoint where I was taking that horrible advice from that I didn't know was horrible advice at the time. Family members, friends, people I thought cared about me. But it turned out they didn't actually care about me. What I realized is they had an ulterior motive. It's exactly what I'm picking up here for you, Libra. Where you're going, none of these people have gone. What I started to realize was, when I looked back, that I was taking advice from people who had never been where I was trying to go. I didn't realize that at the time, but when God showed it to me from that perspective, it made so much sense. How can somebody advise you on how to move when they've never been there themselves? And what kind of person would advise you on how to move when they themselves have never gone down that path? Be very careful of people like this, Libra. This is coming up in this reading because the decisions you're going to make, I feel, leading up to the end of the year and moving into the early months of next year are absolutely crucial. There's this portal that's opening up for you. Everything you've been trying to manifest is on the other side, but there's a few tests, a few obstacles that are going to come on your path. What do we have at the throat, please? High Priestess at the throat. Ace of Cups at the third eye. Pisces energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This is so clear, Libra. Empress next to the High Priestess. Incredibly powerful energy. You have everything you need. You need to trust yourself. You need to trust your intuition and the guidance you are receiving. You're being shown the way. The divine is laying out a path for you with this Ace of Cups at the third eye. bringing you into balance emotionally, mentally, so you can have enough confidence in yourself, Ace of Swords at the solar plexus, to be able to arrange your thoughts and ideas in trusting yourself and making the correct decisions moving forward into this new portal. There's an energy here that wants you to give up, Libra. I can feel it. Some of you might be feeling really drained right now. Some of you might be feeling low energetically. The energy's been really weird lately as well. I feel that there's a lot of projection going on. You may be thinking about people randomly out of nowhere and have no idea why you're thinking about these people. In fact, I think that you would rather not have the idea of these people even pop up in your psyche, but it's been flooding through. It's exhausting. It's like you wake up and you think about this person or that person. Like, what is going on? There's projection going on. And I feel like for some of you, really just depends who and what you're dealing with, but I'm picking up some energy manipulation here as well. For some of you, you might even be having people that are trying to get back into your life in some capacity here because they can sense that you're about to have some sort of up level, some sort of win in your life. The best thing you can do in these cases, Libra, is just really focus on your health, spiritual, mental, physical. You know, whenever I feel attacked or like people are projecting onto me, I find that the most effective thing to combat this is to sweat it out, essentially torture myself by way of working out. You can just grind all that frustrating energy out of you, transmute it into conditioning yourself. Working out is an excellent way to transmute negative energy. It can be seen as a form of focused rage that can be very effective in combating this energy. But at the end of the day, it just seems to be that anything that you don't essentially feel that motivated to do will most likely be the most effective in combating this energy, Libra. And it makes sense. But you always feel great after you've done it, and you feel much better about yourself. And usually you forget about the energy that was ailing you to begin with. What do we have at the crown, please? Oh, wow. I knew it. I literally spoke this card into existence. The moon at the crown said that I felt some sort of energy manipulation. Just fully explained how to combat that. And what do we get? The moon. The moon is all about things that are hidden. This can be seen after what I just explained as just that, energy manipulation. High Priestess, Ace of Cups, the moon. Somebody trying to manipulate your emotions. The way a lot of this will show up as well, Libra, is by way of sabotage, right? Trolling is a way that people will do this because the whole point is to get inside your head. You know, trolling is, to me, very dangerous because you don't know who's on the other end, and they're essentially saying whatever they want. And if it catches you off guard, that wordage can have a way of seeping into your psyche. So just be aware of this. Be careful, Libra. Because I feel that your mental faculties are really being highlighted here right now with this Queen of Swords and Ace of Swords at the sacral and solar plexus. And you being an air sign, it's like this energy is trying to disrupt you, trying to affect your decision-making here, trying to get in your head so you make a poor decision and self-sabotage. You know, doing what I do here, I deal with a monumental amount of trolling. And usually it's happening in my email inbox. And as soon as I see this, I just redirect everything to spam. And that's all you can really do, Libra. You just need to shut it out and ignore it. And something I try to remind myself all the time is that if people are taking the time out of their day to do this, it's because they're threatened in some capacity. Something you're doing threatens the very fabric of their existence. And rather than focus on themselves and try and get to where you are, Libra, they would rather do everything in their power to stop you from getting any further. It's very hard to understand the mind of these kinds of individuals, Libra, but it just really goes to show that there's us and there's them. And these sorts of people as well, the trolls, the narcissists, all these kinds of people, that all falls under the same umbrella. They're all different tentacles of the same demon. These people are all a part of this Luciferian agenda. Whether they choose to recognize this or not, it's what they subscribe to. And it's the very reason why you're here, Libra. You are a revolutionary, and they are a part of the devil's army. What do we have at the star, Gype? This speaks on everything that we've channeled through up until this very moment, Libra. Look, here they are. Go ahead and hand over that purpose. You won't be needing that, Libra. This is read as star in its negative polarity. Trying to intercept what is yours. And if that doesn't look like it's a part of the devil's army, then I don't know what does. These people you're dealing with, that's what they look like on the etheric plane, right? Looks like a troll. Literally looks like a troll. A lot of these people can't even look at themselves in the mirror because when they do, this is what they see, not recognizing the image that is staring back at them because of what they've subscribed to in their life, because of the wickedness that they've engaged in towards you and others. I'm hearing that these people have gone too far to turn back now, so they're going all in. They refuse to surrender to the divine. And this is why this is all kicking up a notch, I feel, Libra. You know, the state of the world right now, if you're not on your P's and Q's and really getting it together, getting right with God and nurturing this connection like I've been talking about in this reading and in all the readings lately, there's a lot of uncertainty that these people will be consumed by. And though none of us are promised tomorrow, we can do everything in our power to get on the right side of the coin. So, if anything does go south, we are protected. You see, you got to be on path to be protected. You got to nurture this connection. You know, I see people throwing around God's name all the time. These people don't nurture a relationship with God. They don't follow a divine path. But these are people that are also living in a state of complete delusion. They don't even see the error in their ways. And that's a form of demonic possession. You can't even see the error in your own ways because you're so consumed by your own ego. These people are going to be showing themselves more than ever, Libra, from now moving forward. These people can't hide anymore. They think they can, but they can't. What do we have at the sacral? These individuals so badly want you to be ignored with this star at this foundation right here underneath this Two of Pentacles. Oh, wow, there it is. One of my narcissists. 10 of Pentacles, Virgo energy, Barbutus, right? Somebody who always acts like they're sticking their neck out for you. Libra, I have your best interest in mind. Just leave it up to me. You don't need to do anything. Just stay right here. Stay in the basement. I mean, just stay here, Libra. I'll take care of everything. Right? See, these are the kinds of people who want to act like they're providing you with everything you need so you don't actually get up and go out and get your own, right? And this is a big problem in our society because a lot of people are essentially waiting around to get saved, whether it's by Jesus or whether it's by your government, okay, or by your parents or your family. There's so many different levels to this, but this is really what this energy is here. And when people do this, they're giving their energy away, and this is what they want you to do, Libra. They want you to give yourself away so you don't recognize your power and step into this Empress energy at the heart. This Empress right here, to me, in relation to everything that surrounds it, this is the kind of person here who builds generational wealth, gets a house off-grid, grows their own food, passes that down to their family, completely self-sustainable. And this is where I feel a lot of us really need to start focusing our time and energy, building sustainability for the future and passing it through our family lineage. This is what I'm working on right now, Libra. I'm 100% focused on this. And this is the closest thing we can get to ensuring our future. What do we have at the solar plexus? Wow. Out of all those cards, and what do I get? Ace of Swords stacked with Ace of Swords at the solar plexus. However, this is Ace of Swords in its negative polarity. Confirms everything, again, that I've been saying throughout this entire reading. It's an energy that wants to create confusion, wants you to make the wrong decisions moving forward. See how sneaky this energy looks, right? Libra will never notice me. They'll never know that it was me doing it this entire time, right? Family member or somebody close to you. You know, I was saying in the Capricorn reading, I gave the example of somebody trolling you, right, by way of email, and then the next day you see somebody and you tell them, oh my God, this person's been trolling me in my email, and then they're looking you in the face like, oh my God, who would do that? And it's them, right? Same message here. This is collective wide, all zodiac signs. This is something that I feel all of us are dealing with in some capacity. And if it's not trolling, then it's just people that are relatively close to you, are in your inner circle, that need to be plucked out and removed in order to pull this off. But right now, the astrology is allowing us to be able to see these individuals for who they truly are. There's a lot of truth being exposed right now, Libra. You're getting a lot of your questions answered as well, or you're about to, in regards to what's been causing stagnation or just the overall feeling of being stuck on your path. This entire energy right here is an energy that wants you to not have any hope. I just heard they want to get you under their control and get you out of here as quickly as possible. And that is that Luciferian agenda. The devil just needs to run out your life clock as quickly as possible, but he'll do it in an incremental fashion so it goes unnoticed, as a means to stop you from stepping into this energy of purpose, however that is showing up for you. The devil's goal is to make sure that you never pull this off. You never awaken. You stay asleep. What do we have at the heart, please? Phoenix, Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Fraud and misrepresentation. And further reiterating the message here. These people are frauds. They're misrepresenting themselves, right? Oh my God, who would do that, really? I feel that this is going to start to be exposed. For some of you, this is going to be hard to actually accept. When you start to see who is behind something very diabolical, or you find out something kind of twisted, kind of strange in relation to an individual in your life that was doing things to quite possibly, I'm hearing, harm your reputation or try and sabotage or stagnate your steps forward. And then you start to really see them act out, right? Whenever I get this card, it's like a peacock on crack, or just somebody who's all discombobulated. They can't handle their emotions. And then we have Two of Swords, Annuel, breaking the circle. And this is you putting this to an end now. It's over. See, right here, they're creating this confusion. And then right here, this is you actually making the decision based off of your higher guidance. You get your wings, right? See, you start the reading like this. I don't know how to move, right? Juggling. And then we get to this point here, which is the crossover point into the outcome. You've gotten your wings and you're able to cut through the distractions and the noise, like I was channeling back here in regards to that isolation period. And now you come out and you're able to make your way to the top. What do we have in the throat? Six of Swords, Annuel. Wow. Unbelievable. Now here you are, moving on. Rite of passage energy. You've made the decision. The gentle God, perception of unity, protects against accidents. And this is all a result of you following your higher guidance, High Priestess. You find your own way, without the need for outside validation or guidance. You start to understand very clearly that no one can guide you where you're going, because no one you know has ever been down that path. And just like that, Libra, you're on your way. See, a lot of the times, it's that revelation, so to speak, that you must have. The answers come from within you by way of your intuition, which is your higher guidance. It's your connection with the divine. When you're seeking outside opinions, you run the risk of being led astray and off path. And even if, Libra, that outside external guidance comes from somebody who may not be going out of their way to harm you, there's still individuals that don't know better than your own intuition. Nothing can tell you better than your own intuition. What do we have at the third eye? Seven of Swords, Aquarius energy, Manichael at the third eye. So we go from the 6 to the 7 of Swords. God nurturing and maintaining everything. Knowledge of good and evil. Appeases divine anger. This is an energy of you breaking free, Libra. You're finally starting to see the truth. And amongst all of this, you're finding a new hidden power, trust in self, no longer needing any sort of outside entity to map out your direction forward, completely self-sustained. What do we have at the crown to close this out for Libra, please? Beautiful. Ten of Pentacles, Menadel, Virgo energy at the crown to close out the reading. The honorable God, inner and outer work, helps one keep their jobs, protects against disasters. So, further confirming everything I've just been saying, I was talking about generational wealth right here, and this is what the Ten of Pentacles is. And right here, how it says, helps one keep their job, protects against disasters. This is speaking about you listening to your inner compass, your intuition, inner and outer work. Whatever it is you need to do, Libra, to get yourself in a space where you feel more confident doing this, you need to do this, okay? This is going to be your greatest tool going into 2024 is nurturing this connection with the divine and really working on your intuition, really starting to trust the inner guidance you're getting. We're all going to need this going into 2024. I believe that 2024 is going to be the year of Christ consciousness. It's where a lot of people wake up to their own divinity. A lot of people wake up to the fact that all of us have this Christ consciousness DNA inside of us, energetically speaking, and we all have access to this. This is going to be a year when the veil is ripped down and we really start seeing the truth, and it's going to happen worldwide. You watch. That's what we're heading towards. Libra, this is the message I have available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you would like a personal reading, you can find all of my contact details in the description below this video. And thank you for your donations, Libra. Take care.